Entrepreneurship has always been a very popular career option for ambitious professionals. However, in recent times, we have seen a decline in the number of entrepreneurs. The reasons for this decline are many. Some people say that it's the economy, others blame the education system, and still others say that it's because of too much competition. In this episode, we will look at some of the reasons why there is a decline in entrepreneurship and why the new generations are not interested in it. So stay tuned and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Number 1. Decrease in population. There are a number of reasons for the decline in entrepreneurship, and one of them is the decreasing population. In many developed countries, the population decline rate is alarming. Some of the examples are Japan at 16.3%, Ukraine 19.5%, Poland 12%, Italy 10.1%, etc. As the population decreases, there are fewer people available to start and run businesses. This means that there are fewer opportunities for people to become entrepreneurs. Also, a falling population can hurt the economy, as it can reduce the number of available workers and reduce the demand for goods and services. Number 2. Big trees crowding out the sun. In the past few years, companies that were already strong in their markets have been getting stronger. This has made it more difficult for new firms to enter those markets and compete. There are a number of reasons for this trend. First, incumbent firms have more resources at their disposal than new firms. This allows them to better defend their position against would-be competitors. Second, incumbent firms have better brand recognition and customer loyalty, which makes it harder for new firms to attract customers. Finally, big firms often have better relationships with suppliers, which gives them a competitive advantage. This trend has worrying implications for competition and innovation. When big companies have too much power, it makes it hard for new companies with new ideas to challenge the status quo. This can lead to stagnation and lack of progress, so it's important to keep markets open and competitive so that new businesses can join and compete on a level playing field.
And we are growing the fuck up.
Number 3. Decrease in demand. It is related to population growth. The rate of population growth is a key indicator of a country's economic health. A low population growth rate indicates that the country is not creating enough new jobs to keep up with the number of people entering the workforce. This can lead to increased competition for jobs and lower wages. It also means that there are fewer consumers to buy goods and services, which can lead to lower profits for companies. This could make it more likely for businesses to focus on their current markets and make as much money as possible from them instead of moving into new ones. So, many new entrepreneurs do not have the courage to step up. Number 4. Increasing student debt. Student debt has become a major issue in the United States, especially in recent years. This debt is holding back a generation of young people who could be starting their own businesses and contributing to the economy in a significant way. The problem is that many students graduate with a large amount of debt and very little in the way of savings. This makes it difficult to take the risk of starting a business because if it fails, they will be left with a large amount of debt and no income. This is a major problem for the economy, as we are not seeing the level of entrepreneurship that we could. This is holding back economic growth and making it difficult for young people to achieve the American dream. Something needs to be done to address this issue, and it needs to be done soon. Otherwise, we are going to continue to see a decline in entrepreneurship and a rise in student debt. Number 5. The pandemic. The pandemic has had a devastating impact on startup companies and independent business owners. Due to the recent economic downturn and lower demand, a lot of businesses have had to shut down. On the other hand, the giant firms have been able to weather the storm and even emerge stronger as a result of their stability. Because they have a lot of money, they have been able to invest in a lot of different resources and technologies that have helped them grow all the time. As a direct consequence of this, the gap between those who have and those who do not has grown wider, and the small businesses that served as the foundation of the economy have been destroyed. And as a result, the situation had a significant effect on the business owners. Before the pandemic, many people had plans to begin new businesses, but now they are staying on the sidelines. Number 6. Funding issue. Another problem facing entrepreneurs is a lack of funding. This is especially true for startups and small businesses. Many people who want to start their own businesses can't get the money they need to do so. This can be a major obstacle to entrepreneurship. There are a number of reasons why funding is an issue for entrepreneurs. One reason is that banks and other financial institutions are often reluctant to lend money to small businesses. They perceive them as high-risk investments. This can make it difficult for entrepreneurs to get the financing they need. Another reason why funding is an issue for entrepreneurs is that venture capitalists and other investors are often looking for businesses that have the potential to generate a lot of revenue. They are less likely to invest in businesses that are just starting out, which makes it difficult for entrepreneurs to get the funding they need to grow their business. Number 7. Pressure from government. Have you ever noticed that the government isn't a fan of entrepreneurship? Every government prefers that you do a 9-to-5 job. Do you know why? Because in this way, they will have complete control over their people. At present, if you want to take out a loan, you will have to pay 15 to 25% interest. But a few years ago, it was around 3%. So if you miss 2 or 3 payments, it will gradually become unpayable, and you will be in debt. If you are in debt, you will have to keep your mouth shut. Otherwise, you will lose everything. In every protest, social media influencers play an important role. They can motivate people to stand up for what is right.
Protect and provide for the women close to them. Be sovereign so they can stand up and have their own points of view in face of cancellation. Be able to not be mentally intimidated when they go on national TV and there's traps set up for them. Yeah, I believe that confident, strong men who stand up and protect and provide for women are a good thing for the world and a good force for the world.
As a result, the government closely monitors their activities. If they say something that might go against them, they silence the person by removing his account from every social platform or by freezing his bank accounts.
I have good people on the case. I trust due process with Instagram. I'm actually quite understanding of their position. I believe that God will prevail.
Why do we need to encourage entrepreneurship? There are many reasons why we need to encourage entrepreneurship. For one, entrepreneurship can lead to innovation and the creation of new products and services. This in turn can create jobs and drive economic growth. Additionally, entrepreneurship can help solve social and environmental problems. For example, social entrepreneurship can help address issues such as poverty, hunger, and homelessness. Similarly, environmental entrepreneurship can help promote sustainable development and combat climate change. Another important reason is that it's a way for people to feel like they have more control over their future. Not everyone wants to go to college or get a degree. They want to pursue their dreams of working for themselves, choosing their own hours, and making their own rules. They want to follow their passion, whatever it may be. However, this isn't the case for everyone. Some people lack the resources to start a business from scratch. They need a helping hand from legislators to reduce the regulatory burden on businesses and make it easier for them to open their doors. There are many factors outside the entrepreneur's control that can influence the success of a business. However, there are ways that the government and other groups can help foster an environment that is conducive to startups. These include programs that reduce or remove taxes and fees that new businesses might have to pay, as well as providing mentorship, networking opportunities, and office space. In order to promote entrepreneurship, we need to provide support and resources to entrepreneurs. This can include things like access to finance, mentorship, and networking opportunities. We also need to make it easier for people to start their own businesses by cutting down on red tape and encouraging creativity and taking risks, among other things. By doing so, we can help create a thriving entrepreneurial ecosystem that can drive economic and social progress. So, what do you think about it? Why are entrepreneurs being silenced? Let us know in the comment box. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.